113 laps, 300 miles. It's the NASCAR Xfinity Series at Talladega Superspeedway.
Green, 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 green.
See an issue there mid-pack where they're three wide before the line. You wonder kind of what happened there.
For me at Talladega, this is where it really hits you for the first time. When you just get up the speed, down the backstretch, you're surrounded by 30 some other cars, Joey. You're like, oh my goodness, this is going to be a long day.
Jeb Burton wants the lead. Slides up to block Creed, not in time. Two drives around him. Allgaier leading in the bottom lane. Drafting help from his teammate Sam Mayer. Now he slides up in front of Creed. It's the finish to stage one for the Xfinity Series at Talladega. The green and white checkered flag is out, and it's given to Justin Allgaier, his fourth stage victory of the season. That's the most of all drivers.
Yeah, this is a short stage, right? You got to go. And if you're starting towards the back, like an Austin Hill who just got a speeding penalty, he's got to go.
Ryan Truex outside lane, got his teammate John Hunter Nemechek behind him.
That's a bit of a new cast of characters up front. We haven't seen the Gibbs cars up here yet. You see them able to push along pretty well in the start.
Sammy Smith's up there too, third car inside lane. So all those Gibbs Toyotas got a chance to hook up in the draft as we are off and rolling here in stage number two. Anthony Alfredo has damage, and he's not the only one. Parker Retzlaff as well.
Let's see what happens. It happens, I think, towards the middle of the pack here on the top side, I believe. Oh, or in the middle.
Oh.
Wow.
24 gets hooked into the 31, who comes up and gets into Anthony Alfredo.
Alfredo, just an innocent bystander. That's just part of being in the pack. That's why you want to be in the front, right? He lost his track position, and you get back there and you get caught up in something.
Hey, wait a minute, wait a minute. If you're racing here, you should just go by Junior, and there's trouble again. Three to go on the stage.
My goodness.
And a major hit for Dexter Stacy. Blaine Perkins with huge damage.
He hit the end of the wall, Joey.
Great where it kicks out like that. Oh, my.
Debris everywhere. And a tire bounding out of control into the wall. Third caution of the day at Talladega has turned into a red flag. It's Blaine Perkins climbing from the 0-2. AMR safety team was right there to be by his side, and they needed to respond quickly because his crash was spectacular. So let's go back and see where everything started here coming off of turn 2.
So we're going to see a spin from the middle, the 66. He's going to come down and hit the inside wall very, very hard.
And this is where the wall kicks out right there. And that shot doesn't do justice. And look at this car. Barrel rolling down the backstretch.
And that wasn't the half of it. By the way, Dexter Stacy has also climbed from his race car.
So this is Blaine Perkins. You see he's going to get hit. The car's going to catch the air, land right here on the roof, and here comes the barrel roll.
Right when you get sideways like that, it starts to bite, and then off it goes. And at this point, you hope when it's up in the air that it doesn't land on the roof.
Look at the parts and pieces just coming off that race car as it barrel rolls down the back straightaway.
Was that 6-7 times I think I saw that car go around?
Yeah, some big hits within the rolls, right? The revolutions at that speed usually isn't bad. It's the impacts when you come down back onto the racetrack. Those are the ones that hurt. He just gets tagged in the right rear, sends him up like that. And this hit,
you see the safer barrier move, Joey. Thank goodness there was something to give there, but the wall comes out on a little angle there to allow the safety crews to get out on the track, and that angle is not forgiving. As you can see, parts flying off of Blaine Perkins' cars, tires, exhaust.
And that car disintegrated while it was rolling over.
And they'll ride around here under yellow to complete the stage. We had a couple of laps left, and we just got a report that Blaine Perkins will be transported to a local medical center for further evaluation. But the good news, as we stated, he climbed from his race car and with some assistance was able to make it to the ambulance, but he will be transported to a local medical facility for further evaluations. Blaine Perkins driving the 02 that went flipping down the back straightaway. Jeb Burton has had a productive afternoon. There was a time when we were concerned about his race car, but they've got it where it needs to be, and he's going to win this second stage. It's so bittersweet when you come here and race, and I think about Jordan Anderson racing and the opportunity that's provided to them when you come to a place like Talladega. Jeb Burton going to win a stage and be in control of this race and have a real shot at his second win here and first of the season, into the playoffs and all that. His teammate Parker Retzlaff involved in the last crash, wrong place, wrong time. It's the highs and lows of racing at Talladega Superspeedway. One lap to go on the stage, but it's going to be Jeb Burton who gets the win. Daniel Hemric getting a push from Derek Kraus.
Move out to him. 10 still with you. They haven't caught the 10 yet. He pushed you way out. You and the 10 are 3 in front of the third place, 2 in front.
Jason Jarrett on the spotter stand for Daniel Hemric.
Side 19, 2 back behind him. They're getting grouped up quicker. The 10's going to get a push in the middle lane. Middle lane, 10 getting a push middle lane.
You know, the spotter's so important throughout all this. You know, especially when you're in the lead. Your spotter's got to, I always say, paint a picture. Tell me what's going on 2-3 rows back so I know what lane I need to be in. That is the most important information. Your spotter's got to understand it too. It's not just saying what it is, because there's a lot of useless information your spotter can tell you and actually hurt what you're doing. So your spotter has to be very educated on the draft itself as much as the driver, so you can get the information needed.
Absolutely. Big racing supporter, and it's gone all out this
Oh, they're right in front of him.
There goes one. John Hunter Nemechek out of line. Hard contact with the inside wall.
That's a big hit to the driver's side. He almost had it turned around in time to come back up.
You can see it's broke the rear track bar of the car that controls the rear suspension laterally. That's why you're seeing it shake back and forth. You heard him come over the radio and say he's okay, which is good to hear.
That was a pretty flush hit. You know, you hope they hit one corner before the other or something, but that was a pretty flush hit. Let's see what happens. You see John Hunter get up top, you know, to try to get the push from his teammate. And, you know, the cars are light there leaving the tri-oval there, Brad, and just the timing was off a little bit. And car's light and
Caution number 6. Free pass here, Brandon Jones. He had lost a lap after that last incident.
He's going to send Parker to the right pretty hard.
Top tacking up. Sam Mayer
there's a crash. Sam Mayer around. Derek Kraus involved. The 8 of Josh Berry. The 7 for Justin Allgaier.
Got 3 of the junior motorsports cars right there.
Patrick Donahue calls the shots for the 48 of Parker Kligerman.
I have to see the replay there a little bit. I saw that it looked like maybe the one car got turned or got sideways, Joey.
It looked like the one was sideways. I'm not sure how it happened.
Going to be 2 laps to go when we come around this time. And there goes Daniel Hemric off the bumper of Sheldon Creed. And this is the big one here at Talladega.
Oh, my.
Got one upside down. Is that Daniel Hemric?
That's Hemric upside down.
Most of the field is caught up in this wreck. Only a handful of cars are driving by us right now. So I hope Daniel's okay.
Second time today we've had a car upside down at Talladega. This one happens with 2 laps to go.
Yeah, we see Daniel Hemric out in the lead, pretty far out. He goes up the hill to try to close that gap some. Comes down too late, right? Late block, and then kind of causes the big one, and everyone's right there. And there is some massive hits. A lot of cars to the outside wall.
Yeah,
and pretty much all the cars behind get caught up in this thing somehow.
I think, Joey, the closing rate was faster than Daniel could anticipate. He had just gotten too far out. And that just, it's a rubber band and it snaps back as you see him flipping over the 11 car, Daniel Hemric.
And the safety, the AMR safety team rehearses this to make sure with the driver inside, you turn that vehicle back over very calmly, set it down very easily to protect the driver inside the cockpit of that race car. I'm telling you, the Siegs win. It doesn't matter who it is, whether it's Kyle or Ryan. There will be a big party in Tucker, Georgia. Overtime number 2, presented by Credit One Bank. Who's going to do it at Talladega? Burton and Creed on the front row.
In the second lane, Parker Kligerman, who is a great pusher for the bottom lane, the restart before, is now with Jeb Burton on the outside.
And last time, he was working with Creed and helped get him out front, right?
That's right. Let's see if he can do it from the outside lane. And it looks like he may be able to do it, although the bottom looks stacked really nice.
Don't write off Cole Custer.
Right now, you can't write off anybody here in the top 10. The way this race has been going, this is still anyone's race, and they're way out again, Joey.
Aggressive side draft for Sheldon Creed, racing up to that top lane. Jeb Burton is clear, push from Parker Kligerman.
And this is where he's got to be so careful to not get so far out again.
He's out there again, but they're pretty loose behind him.
White flag, 1 more, 2 back.
The 2 looks like he's backing up. The 2 is going to be the first one with the run. If he transfers it to 48 or not, he's going to take the run.
Here's the white flag. Final time around. Next flag ends the race, whether it be the caution or the checkers. Jeb Burton trying to win for a second time at Talladega. Sheldon Creed is there. Parker Kligerman is there. Garrett Smithley is in the mix.
Here comes the big run. 00 is going to push the 2 car to Jeb Burton in the 27.
If the 2 can get clear to 48.
Down to the 2, down to the 2.
Gets the block in, Joey.
Yeah, Jeb's doing a great job. He's doing a good job at defending that. He's going to keep some. He's going to want to keep them 2 wide back there. If one of them gets single file, the run's going to be big. Jeb's way out there again.
One more big run coming to the start-finish line.
Watch that 48 in the outside lane.
Watch the 2.
Here they come, back through the tri-oval. Garrett Smithley is spinning. They're racing back to the checkers. Will the caution come out at the line? It's Jeb Burton. And the caution is waving. Jeb Burton with his second career win at Talladega, and it's the first for Jordan Anderson Racing. How about that?